So check in on the indoor growing. These, I think you saw at the end of the last one, I transplanted some cucumbers. And there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of these. As you can see, I put fizzy drink bottles cut down over the top. These work as great areas for them to grow. It does cool down at night. And they don't need so much water if you put something like this over the top. These are the rest of those, coming along nicely. Doing really well. I'm actually getting quite big. This is probably the biggest one. So, pretty big. Let's see how everything else is doing. So on the top row, we've got tiny little bits starting there. This one is pineapple tomatoes. This next one is oval tomatoes. As I say before, a lot of them I actually just write my own notes. So there's some little ones starting to come up there. Again, these are sealed, so they germinate really well and don't need any water once you put the initial water in. Then we have my open lettuce. This is how I've labelled them this year, if you might have seen. I've just put lollipop sticks. I put them upside down because we have a lot of sun, so I don't want them going. And as I transplant them, I can use them as labelling sticks. Oh, these are doing really well. You can see how moist that is. If they do tend to get too much drops formed on the top with the water and the heat there, then you can always leave them open for a little bit and they'll dry out. And then here I have another form of lettuce, what I call closed lettuce. They're starting to come up. The rosa lettuce, which is like the purple lettuce, as I say, these are the easiest ones to grow, I find. They normally grow the quickest, but that doesn't seem so in these closed containers. And then here I have basil. As you can see, I've got a taller top on now. Ooh, that's doing really well. They're going to be transplanted soon. Quite tall. I'll give you an idea of my finger. So there's a bit of grass there. So they're doing really well. Next we have parsley. Anything showing there yet? No. Not yet there. I haven't just got these growing. I've got a new herb area rack and also bottles outside. Let's see if I can show you those from here. So if you can see in the distance, these are, there's quite a lot of them. These are growing outside. So I won't do a check on those today. So on to my second row. Let's see what this is. This is plum tomatoes, and I've got a higher cover on here, so it gives you some idea how much they're growing. Here I've put 2 covers on here, and these are another tomato. These I think I might transplant today. These are quite tall. And I've got some more under this piece here, so I think I might transplant those ones today or tomorrow. And then we have cherry tomatoes there. At the back here, I won't uncover them because I've only just planted them. We've got different varieties of beans, 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 beans. And then we have at the front peppers. Now peppers were slow to start, but these are now starting to all come up. Peppers. Here we have more peppers. As you can see, they are slower to start if you look back at my last episode. But they do grow well like this. Green spinach, which I haven't grown before. That's an experiment. At the back here's the rest of the cucumbers. When I de-seed, when I transplant, then I do leave the soil for a bit more, because as you can see, you get other ones coming up. There's another one at the back. These two are weeds. No, that one's not. That's a cucumber. So I do still leave the soil for a little bit longer, see if there was any late arrivals to come. This one here is cauliflower. Oh, we've got little bits showing there. Not too successful yet. And then I said before, these were all peppers. Some were just starting to show, but not a lot happening. But as you can see, as I say, they're much later to start. But they are all coming up, so I won't open them all. But just to say, they are all coming up nicely. Then this one here, we have watermelon. If I've got taller bits on, you know they're doing well. So, wowza, it's 2 lots there. Really tall, so it gives you some idea. Very tall watermelons, so I might transplant some of those. Ignore the cat. She does it at nothing. This is Rosa lettuce, so they're coming up. There are a lot of these coming up outside as well, which was from my lettuce hugel bed last year, and they're coming up. I'll do an update on that at some point. These are plum tomatoes, so again they might be transplanted very soon. And then this one is broccoli, and really well. What I might do with these broccolis, I won't transplant them all separately. I will literally take that out carefully en masse and probably put it in a hugel culture bed. And then lastly, we have long vine tomatoes. And yep, they need transplanting, definitely. These are very tall. So they will probably be next to transplant. That's a little update on the indoor garden. As I say, a great way to grow. It is our winter, and this is the sunniest spot we've got indoors. There's no heat, as in warmth in the house, other than the sun coming in from outdoors, and as you see, no lights or any hydroponics or any other things like that, which work great for so many of you, but I don't feel the need for such a thing at the moment. So for me, this is the way I grow, and I highly recommend you do it. I do get questions as to when do you plant them out. Well, for me, when I do plant them out, it's when I feel there's no drop of temperature at night. But I'm in no rush this year to plant anything out. Even when you plant them out or transplant them, I keep things like this on for a while, or the top of the big water bottles if it's a big area, until there is no drop in temperature at all at night, and it's like spring weather in the evening as well. So that's when I will plant outdoors. But as I say, this year I'm contemplating having like a little forest of vegetables indoors. I might do that this year and see what happens. I will, as soon as I plant anything out, seed again. I want to seed maybe every month, everything, and just keep seeding, and go as far as I can into the end of the year and loop round into next year. So that is what I did plan on doing it last year, but I really wasn't well enough to keep on top of it. So we'll see, but that would be my plan. So look out for more updates on this and all the other types of growing areas in my garden.